This was a game that had been circled on my calendar all year long. Going up against two legitimate defensive superstars in a rivalry game? If that kind of challenge can't get you up for a game, what will? I knew there was probably no right answer to this question. We were dealing with two all-pro caliber players, but I knew what my rival was going to bring to the table every time we stepped on the field.
Today, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Dwayne Haskins and the Washington football team.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Dallas Cowboys. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They come in off another victory a weekend ago. That ran their win streak up to 7 now.
And I think that win last week established them as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with confidence and swagger, and you need that to go a long way.
Meanwhile, for visiting Washington, the streak continues, doesn't it? They come in here a perfect 11-0. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them. Prescott on first down. This to Jarwin. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards on the game's opening play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. On
3rd down, it's Prescott. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Reuben Foster able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at the 34. Not a whole lot of room to run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the great move.
Brought down at the
There's what Carter did in last week's effort. 18 carries, 68 yards.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. They'll never let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Well, this is the 2nd meeting of the season between these two division rivals, and as was the case earlier in the year, there seems to be a more reserved and serious approach from both of these teams heading into this late season matchup than we saw last year.
Yeah, I think maybe the coaches have had enough of the social media antics going into this game. From what we heard this week, they went old school and said, let's just cut this nonsense out. And to be clear, this rivalry has never needed all that off-field noise. Plenty of history between these two franchises. And this year especially, we know we don't need anything distracting us from the fact that both...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
First and 10.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
First down. It's Carter. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Taken down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll run on first down. Carter. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back, and he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Again, the ball.
A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up first. And he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. One play and an interception, so he's got to forget that.
I know that in today's football, we have a good number of coaches who don't look at time of possession the way that the old school guys did. But there's still a place for it. And I think that on this drive, after having thrown that interception, they're going to want to eat up a little bit more clock and run some offense and give their defense a little bit of a break.
34-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Cowboys nothing.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings
An
up
extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 39. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
a gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
He was taken down at the 10.
Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Elliott, toss right. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
Now Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Returning it, John Ross.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100,
do what we do! Washington! John Ross, his 9th touchdown of the season. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Oh, Prescott stripped. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Looking outside, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Over the middle, complete. It's Elliott. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the air again, Prescott. The tight end Jarwin with it out on the left side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Prescott nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up the 3rd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. And it's the Titans on top as that one draws close to halftime. Ryan Tannehill looking good. 2 touchdown passes. From there, we head to Foxborough to check on the Patriots at home at Gillette Stadium. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. A touchdown run there for Sony Michel. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And you can see they trail in that matchup against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster, a touchdown reception. In our game, it was Dwayne Haskins with a strong first half. His guys have a 2-touchdown lead as we hand it back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Now Ross to return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. That one is slant to McLaurin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. On 1st down, it's Carter. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 9.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Carter, and he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 43-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Washington.
They'll run on 1st down. Carter shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That good for 19 and a first down.
And the Washington first down.
On 1st down, it's Carter. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. They'll run on 1st down. Carter.
We give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end, and he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First and 10 at the
In Washington territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Elliott on first down, going to get about 3 before he's taken down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Prescott from the gun on third. Oh, Prescott stripped. And does Washington have it? They do.
Chase Young. Dwayne Haskins.
The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And they give this time to the tailback. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Number 1, the ball carrier.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
21 yards.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running
That's
back
what you
on
need
that
for a good
play?
counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. Back now in Arlington. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
The ball carrier.
4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal.
First and goal, Washington.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone.
Brings up
Second and goal from the 1. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
the ball carrier.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
The line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. It's 4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And Washington going to add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 75 yards.
First down.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
13 yards there and a Washington 1st.
First down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
2nd and a yard.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down now, it's Carter. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
17-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people in front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24.
38. Cowboys 14.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Prescott from the gun. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. This one to Jarwin over the middle. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Prescott now, able to hit his target, Lamb. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Prescott yet again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Elliott. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 18. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Washington, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the